start the official press conference from the qualifying tournament D of FIBA Europe Cup hosted by Kataja Basket. The press conference is considering the game 1 versus Kataja Basket and Borås Basket. The game ended 71-78. Borås Basket wins that matchup. In the press conference, we have the away team's presentation first, Mr. Ludwig Johansson and the head coach Henrik Sonko. Ludwig, obviously before the game, how did you guys prepare yourself before the matchup? Obviously coming in Joensuu 2 days before. How did you scout Kataja Basket before the game for the start?
Yeah, we had a little bit of film from the first game, so we tried to get as much out of it as possible and scout a little bit of plays and the players. Of course, when you play home in the Swedish league, you know a little bit more about every person. But yeah, it was a fun and challenge to scout them. But I think we had pretty good scouting at Kataja.
Tell me about the game itself first. It seemed like you guys were on control. Then Kataja Basket got a 10-point lead, but something happened. You guys were able to turn the game around and obviously ended up with the W. So run me through the game.
Yeah, I think we came out good. We're aggressive and got some stops. And then in the second quarter we got a little bit passive. They got aggressive on us, and the same in the third quarter. But then I think we stepped up our defense. That's what's got us the game. So in the middle of the third quarter, we stepped up the defense, and I don't know how much we let in the second half. Yeah, 8 points in the fourth quarter. So that was probably the deciding factor. So we came out with the W.
Any further questions from the media? No further questions. Tack ska du ha, Ludwig, and best of luck for the upcoming matchup versus Cherno Moritz. Thank you. Then advancing to the comments from the head coach section. So Henrik, obviously the result, you guys won it. Got the W. What was the script versus Kataja Basket?
It was a little bit challenging. We only have 2 games to watch them. Of course, you can find all the games and video clips. But we wanted to focus on details in the pick and roll against especially Sibande, who I think has a very promising career here in Europe in front of him, amazing scorer. We really talked about different details, how we want to defend him in pick and roll and when he had the ball. We also talked about other pick and roll situation. To us, basketball is 100,000 details to be executed in the right time to win, and that's really a big thing that we talked about. And we stressed that now it's international competition, the physicality and the intensity gonna go up, and let's make sure we come with the most of it.
And obviously it seemed like you guys had your, let's say, your own kind of Nike Bande in Jared Godfrey, 29.6 rebounds, an amazing performance, and he seemed like he was unfazed, excluding the pressure from the crowd itself. So what kind of player is he?
Jared is very young, first time in playing in Europe. He's straight out of college. He has a promising career. That size, that killer mentality. He's had 5 years at Purdue Fort Wayne, where he was used to be the man, how to say. So that's usually the guys that could really develop and thrive in Europe. He's used to the big moments. He's used to have the ball. He's used to produce. And he really likes it. He also does everything with the most positive attitude. I have not seen anything like it.
That's that might be the attributes that the coaches are appreciating. Obviously, tomorrow's game is less than 24 hours away, if I counted right. So obviously no extra time to be scouting the next opponent in BC Cherno Moritz. So how will you guys prepare yourself?
No, we have some video prepared, so we have a little bit idea. They have 3 guys that played in the Swedish league before, so we know them. They seem to be a very big team, physical team. We need to be ready to challenge that. I think also we have good spirits. My guys really want to move on to the group stage. We should have been there in past season, but it was COVID and other things was in the way, so we really motivated for this.
One more further question in related to Christopher Knight, who played in Kataja Basket 2 seasons ago. So was he your agent number one when scouting Kataja Basket? Can you give me some intel about whether Chris?
Chris told us something about the players and the playing style, but we wanted also Chris to focus on us and what to do. He's huge for us. He's almost bigger than the word personality in a good way, and he leads the troops and he sets the standard every day. So I wanted more Chris to focus on him because we definitely would need him in this environment.
Okay, no further questions from me. No further questions from the media. Thank you, Henrik, for the interview. For the press conference. Congratulations for the win and best of luck for tomorrow in Motornet Arena.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's continue the official press conference from tonight's game with the home team's presentation with Sebastian Lindberg and the head coach Petri Hartikainen. Sebastian, comments from tonight's matchup?
Obviously a tough one. It's just, I thought we had the game and just didn't close it.
Obviously it's an open format and everything's open, so how do you guys move on from this situation?
Obviously, we just practice tomorrow, focus on that, and then try to win the next game.
No further questions. Thank you, Sebastian. And let's wrap up the press conference with comments from the head coach of the Kataja Basket, Petri Hartikainen. Petri, how would you comment tonight's result?
Well, the result is a disappointment for us, of course, especially at home. We really wanted to get a win over here. Haven't played these international games at home court in past 4 years, so really wanted to run it to get a W. But Borås was a little better today, as the result showed. We had a little slow start for the game, and they had a little run to start the game. Then played very well in the second quarter, and I would say 3 to 4 minutes in the beginning of the third quarter. They're unfortunate then Borås started to play more physical, and they really hurt us in the post. They were able to slow down the tempo because they put the ball in the post and run the shot clock, cut to the free throw line a lot, which was obviously a problem for us too. At the end, execution on the offensive end not quite there that we hoped, and weren't able to make those crucial baskets there at the crunch time.
Obviously it's an open format and everything's open, and obviously tomorrow's game with Borås versus Chernomorets has some weight on it. So how do you prepare that? How do you prepare the players for tomorrow and obviously for Thursday?
It's going to be a tough one, of course. I mean, guys are obviously pissed after the tough loss, and they should be. But now all we can do is focus on how we're gonna come out on Thursday, and already have to focus on tomorrow's practice, and then being ready when the ball goes up in the air on Thursday.
Let's move on with that plan. No further questions from me. No further questions from the media. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.